People are always sick in Dublin. Maybe I don't know if that's the case for Ireland in general, but it seems like people are always sick in Dublin. There's always some sort of sickness or illness or virus that's going around. So let me try and break it down and see why that might be happening here so much. I take what they call the Lewis to work every day. It's like public transportation. It's like a train or a tram, a light rail, something like that. And those things are packed. I mean, they get so packed. You get packed in there like sardines. Like anybody would know if you're from a big city and there's public transportation, how busy it can get. So this could really be applicable towards any one of those other kinds of situations in any other big city. Except for here in Ireland, specifically in Dublin, public transportation is seen to be the way that most people go. And because of that, it gets super duper busy. Because it's a small place, because it doesn't take you to get very long from place to place, people tend to use the public transportation. Now, with that comes people being in close quarters to you. I have almost become a germaphobe since moving here to Ireland about 1.5 years ago. And the reason for that is because I have consistently had some sort of sickness or virus or something at least once a month or once every couple months since I've been here. Now, could that be because of the cold climate? It's cold pretty much year-round here. It's dark almost year-round. There's consistent rain almost year-round, so people tend to get sick or the flu, or and then they get on the buses or the rail systems and they don't really, maybe they don't practice washing their hands, or they don't wear gloves, or they don't stay home when they need to stay home and recover, and instead they just go out and infect everybody else. That could very well be the case. The weather could have something to do with it. The other thing is that, like I just said, people tend to not stay at home when they should be. And so, for example, when I go and sit to the Lewis stop, I go and I sit down on the Lewis, I can look around the Lewis at any given day and see at least 4 or 5 people sniffling, coughing. And the worst part is, you see them sniffling, coughing, they're pretty much blowing their nose in their hand, and then they go and they touch the rails, and you see them do it. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there who are the same way. Like, it ekes you when you see people do something like that. I think that's probably the reason why I've been consistently sick since I've been here. So one thing to know about Dublin or Ireland in general is it's a cold climate. People tend to get sick a lot. People tend to have viruses. And because a lot of people use public transportation as a means to get around, it spreads quick and fast. Quick and fast. And so if you're kind of a germaphobe, then yeah, don't take the public transportation. But for some of us, like, it's not really an option. It's the most convenient way to get there. It's the most cost-effective way to get there. But just be aware of that. When you come to Dublin, people are sick all around you. And it seems like there's some sort of sickness or illness or bacteria or virus that's going around, stomach virus or whatever. Just be aware of it. Make sure you wear gloves when you're on the Lewis, when you're on the buses. Don't be touching rails. Be real careful about when you're opening doors and all that kind of stuff, just because people who are sick don't seem to take good care of themselves out here. It's real gross, to tell you the truth, because you really see how dirty people are and how nasty people can get. It's a great place, but not if you're sick all the time.